it's the Mars retrograde for me.
I got a bed for you, bed for you. Switch it up and show me your position. A transformer, you should know that I won't take you out. I take it out. I got much more than just a bank account. Now lay it down.
Hello everyone, it is your girl Baby J, Jalen the Alien, the Zodiac Queen, Mystic Mommy. Okay, check it out. Okay, check it out. Check it out. This is the other color of the Mystic Mommy collection. There's going to be more Mystic Mommy clothing coming. My crystal shop is going to be dropping soon. I'm so freaking excited, you guys. So if you want all the deets, you want to know everything, you want to know what is releasing, you definitely sign up down below in the description box to get notified exactly when everything is dropping. We're not gonna blow you up too much. We just gonna let you know what's up. We got all the magical goodies you'll ever need coming, so you know, like, he getting excited too. You getting excited too. So it's the Mars retrograde for me. Like, seriously, Mars is about to go retrograde. All the planets have been retrograde all year. It's been a crazy, wonky year, and I just came to share with you guys what you should expect for your Mars retrograde. I would say understand right now, right here, one of the things that you absolutely must start to implement is this ideology of patience. Woosah, patience, relax, calm down. You want to implore patience at this time. I cannot stress that enough. You might experience delays. There could be delays. There could be challenges. There could be all sorts of stuff that happens at this time, but patience and calculative steps and actions is going to be the key to getting through this time. Anything that you're doing and you're trying to rush, you're trying to do things really quickly, you're trying to force things to work, you're trying to make things fit when they don't fit, that is not going to be reciprocated really well, and it's not going to go right for you this time as when Mars is going retrograde. What is going to go right for you is if you take the time to pause, relax, think, and not just do, but also calculate. How can I do this in the best way possible? Fixing things, getting things together. If you look at the time frame that Mars is going to be going retrograde, Virgo season, Libra season, Scorpio season. Virgo season is about correcting things, fixing things, perfecting things, getting things together. Libra season is about bringing things into balance. Scorpio season is about diving deep into the undercurrents of things and getting things all together and bringing them to the surface. All of these energies when Mars is going retrograde means we need to be perfecting things. We need to be working on things. We need to make sure things are operating smoothly, because anything that you try to push at this time could be a little wonky if you're not doing the work. Mars is going to be squaring Saturn. Saturn is about delays. Saturn is about restrictions, but Saturn is also about structure and discipline. So there needs to be structure and discipline. There needs to be hard work. There needs to be a lot of willpower. It doesn't mean that things will not actually happen. It's just going to take a stronger effort to do stuff at this point. If you want to release something, you want to drop something, you need to be expected, and you need to understand they're going to be required to make sure that thing is the best that it can possibly be. With Mars retrograde is moving backwards. Mars is redirecting itself. Mars representing our willpower, our energy, our aggression, our assertiveness, the way that we control our sexuality, how we actually utilize our energy is going retrograde. It's moving backwards. And when things move backwards, we see things from a new perspective. I mean, I have Mercury retrograde. I understand this, bro. When you are having a retrograde motion, you are just seeing things from a new perspective that you don't usually get to do, or you don't usually get to see. So take this time as an opportunity to see things from a new perspective and to be inventive in the way that you go about doing stuff and how you assert your masculine energy. This is what Mars in retrograde is all about, and it's not going to be about being too pushy. It's about understanding how to bring things towards us by tapping more into our Venusian energy, learning how to be the magnet instead of the chaser all the time. And it's also about, if we are going to do things right now, we need to understand discipline, we need to understand patience, and we need to understand how to do stuff in a calculative way, to make calculative action. And that's what Mars in retrograde is all about, people. Let's get into it, period. Aries, what's up, my Aries? This is Mars Retrograde. This is your predictions for Mars Retrograde 2020 from September 9th to about mid-November. So yeah, let's dive right into this energy. For you guys are going to be having Mars Retrograde obviously in your first house because Mars is currently in Aries. This is your energy that is being presented. You are going to be on center stage, especially my late degree type Aries people. You guys are going to be center stage when it comes to Mars retrograde energy. So that is just kind of saying this. This is going to be a challenging period for you, most likely than not. And challenges don't have to always mean something that we got to cry about and something we got to be scared of. Challenges just mean that you're getting to a certain level of ascension and you are starting to master something better so well that you're getting to a point where now you got to go to that challenging level. If stuff was always on easy, you're really not too good at it because it's easy all the time. Sometimes you need a little bit of a square. Sometimes you need a little bit of a challenge so that you can like fully be able to embrace this energy correctly so that you can truly ascend and you can move up another level so you can become really good at this life game. You feel me? And with this being said, with this being happening in your first house, the house of yourself, the house of your physical body, the house of your personality, the house of your goals in life, the house of what you desire and what you want. So when Mars goes retrograde in this arena of your life, you in general are going to feel this energy all within and all over your body. First things first, when it comes to your physical body, some of y'all on the negative side could be feeling a little bit more tired, a little bit more sluggish. With Mars going retrograde in our first house, sometimes we can also experience incidents where we don't really feel confident. Maybe we feel a lack of confidence. Maybe we feel like we can't do what we really want to do. We feel like just a little bit sheepish when it comes to asserting ourselves. Mars is like, listen, you need to get and dive into the issues that are causing you to feel not confident. And by the time this transit ends, you are going to solve those issues. You're going to heal from those issues and those problems that are blocking you from being able to experience your full confidence, to really be able to manifest, to really be able to create the life that you're looking to create. You know what I'm saying? Anything that is slowing down that process, Mars is like, listen, bro, you got to redirect your energy. You got to look at these things. Okay, you got to look at these things. And sometimes you also want to look at the opposition too. That can also help us out when we don't necessarily feel our strongest. Maybe we have to look towards the power of a partner and not maybe a romantic partner, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a business partner. Maybe instead of always focusing on ourselves at this time, also look towards the help of other people to actually support you. And that's probably why you have Venus in the 5th house. And then as Sun transits your 7th house next month, partnership is really going to help you when you don't necessarily feel the most confident at this time. So don't be like afraid of partnership at this time. Embrace partnership, embrace friendship. When Mars is going retrograde, this means internal work is happening on the inside. Mars retrograde means a redirection of our energy, a redistribution of our energy. That's what that is happening. So with Mars going retrograde in the first house, some of us could be feeling a little bit more antsy. Some of y'all are going to be feeling a little bit more antsy, a little bit more likely to want to snap on people. But that is not the best way to actually utilize this energy. You want to practice really self-control. You want to practice self-control. You want to practice discipline. Okay, Mars in retrograde, a lot of you guys can feel a little bit more sleepy, a little more sluggish, a little bit more tired. Mars in retrograde, some of y'all can feel frustrated with Mars squaring Saturn, with Mars squaring your career, okay, with Mars squaring authority figures in your life. Some of y'all are going to feel some opposition or some like you feel like you're being blocked from succeeding in life. You feel like you can't necessarily do what you want to do. But this is not the time to necessarily push forward when something is clearly blocking you and to just push and to attack in the same way that you've been attacking this whole time that hasn't really granted you the results that you're looking for. This is the time to figure out new ways to assert dominance for yourself in the world. This is the time to figure out new ways to actually handle the issues that you confront in your life. It's talking about being more calculative, creating a plan, creating a master plan. Every action that you take needs to be like a chess move right now. You need to take on the energy of that scorpionic side that really says and suggests it's not always about tacking straight forward. It's about going underneath or on the side and stuff of that nature. Mars in retrograde, a redistribution of energy, redirecting how we actually channel our energy. Mars in astrology represents our sexuality. It represents our drive. It represents our anger, our conflict in life and stuff of that nature. When Mars goes retrograde, we can experience that energy feeling a little bit waxed. You know, some of us sexually don't feel as good sexually. You know, some people, you know, you get frustrated. You look in the mirror and you say, why do I look like this? Like, why isn't my body the way that I want it to? And I've been working and I don't see those results. This is really a challenge to ask you to keep on going, but not to push and push and push. That is going to deplete you and deplete you of energy, but to push in a smart way. Virgo season, we're currently going through Virgo season. Virgo season is not necessarily always about hard work. Virgos are hard workers, but what Virgo season is asking us to do is more so smart work. We need to be very, we need to perfect the way that we go about doing stuff, and the whole way that you guys go out there in the world is going to be challenged at this time. But like I said, we get to the challenge level in life when we are about to ascend. So by the time that you learn the lessons throughout this 2-month or so period, if you learn these lessons correctly, if you tap into your ability to be disciplined, to be structured, to be someone who's patient, to be somebody who waits to act, to be somebody who's a little bit more calculative, to be somebody who decides to keep on going, doesn't lash out on people, but actually helps other people and helps to motivate others, whatever it is. If you actually stick to the plan and you really do this for the next 2 months, by the time that Mars goes direct, this is when you're going to see the benefits and the fruits of your labor and the fruits of your actions, because you would pass the test, you would pass the challenge. Mars is a challenge energy. So do you want to fail this test or do you want to pass? You will pass. Mars being in Aries, it's home here. You guys have the energy to do this, but it's going to take willpower. This is going to be a beautiful lesson in your life that is really going to deliver you the lesson of willpower, structure, and discipline. I said structure and discipline. You are going to learn how to be a grounded human being, and actually not only just how to be impulsive, but how to make actual decisive plans when it comes to your life. And when you do run into bumps in the road, you don't give up. You don't have an anger tantrum, because with Mars being in retrograde, it sometimes can be accidents and stuff of that nature. We don't want to have those things. It means being able to really understand how to channel our anger and frustrations in a really proper way. At this time, you want to lean into your Venusian energy, because Mars energy is all about pushing. It's our masculine principle. It's about pushing to get things done, chasing our dreams, getting it done that way. But right now, you're learning how to perfect things and to make things truly good enough so that you can be in the proper position to actually find success. And also lean into your Venusian energy. Lean into your ability to attract things towards you. Lean into your ability to pull people towards you because of your art, because of your creativity, because of the way that you have this very alluring energy about you. If you pull people towards you and you also redelegate the task, you edit things over again, you make sure you're handling your anger and you're channeling that correctly, this is how you can make this Mars retrograde very successful. Instead of always constantly chasing things, be the magnet to the things that you are desiring right now at this time. And also handle things with a little bit more tact, a little bit more diplomacy. Okay, learn some lessons from your Libra energy at this point. You know, a little bit more tactful, a little bit more diplomacy, a little bit more balance and harmonizing of stuff. And you're going to learn more about that during the month of October, when you're going to have that Sun in Libra transit. That's going to say, you know what? I need to learn how to really be tactful and just somebody who is going to be more diplomatic and stuff of that nature. And then with Venus currently being your 5th house, I wouldn't be surprised that your creativity could save you at this time. Your creativity, your children, your fun energy, having a good time, really relaxing, really just having a good time, being somebody who is just really beautiful and vibrant, and people are going to be attracted to you. There's going to be a tendency for a lot of energy to build up within your body. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're channeling this with exercise. Okay, channel this into a creative endeavor. Okay, with Venus being in your 5th house, a creative endeavor could actually be really helpful to really channel this energy correctly. And also your head, watch out for like headaches, and if you're having a lot of headaches and migraines, and understand that you can move this energy. You can heal your energy. Just do some deep breathing and some relaxation. Self-care is going to be absolutely essential at this time. And like I said, if stuff is going a little bit slower and stuff is a little bit delayed, don't freak out, don't trip. It's okay. Understand that the planets are just doing what they're doing, and everything is just doing what they're doing, and there is a timing for everything. And if you understand how to employ patience at this time, you will get through it easily. Okay, my Taurians, Mars retrograde, how is it going to affect you guys? What you need to know, what the tea is going to be. Okay, first card I pulled the music card. Music is going to be something that is going to help soothe you in this time, because with Mars going retrograde, Mars is our aggression, it's our action, it's our sexuality, it's how we channel our anger and how we channel our drive and stuff of that nature. And when it goes retrograde, things are going to be moving backwards. Things are going to be moving at another perspective. There's going to be a redirection of our energies, okay? A lot of us are going to be feeling Mars in our bodies, Mars inside instead of outside. So with that being said, with you guys in particular, you guys have Mars going retrograde in your 12th house. The 12th house of our subconscious mind, the 12th house of isolated places, the 12th house of hospitals and asylums and prisons, the 12th house of our spirituality and our connection to the things that we cannot see, like our spirit guides in the angelic realm and any realm, the astral realm, like places that we cannot physically see unless we go to certain states of mind and trance states and stuff of that nature. So when we got Mars going retrograde here, first of all, first things forward, understand that there is going to be some kind of energy that is going to be present in your dreams. Mars retrograde means Mars is going to be activating some stuff within. Within means your dreams. Dreams. When you go to sleep, a lot of heavy dreams could be coming towards you, where you could be fighting a lot in your dreams, really defending yourself in your dreams and stuff of that nature. Because really what's happening is subconsciously, everything, all the gunk that we have in our subconscious mind, the gunk that we have in our spirits, the gunk that we have held on to from past lifetimes is being brought to the surface so that it can be released. And through our dreams, we can get symbols of what it is that we're actually holding on to. And maybe even sometimes in other realms, we could be in fight. We could be fighting. We could be at war. At this time, with Mars going retrograde in your 12th house, there is going to be a heavy emphasis on your subconscious mind. Okay, so a lot of 12th house is also hidden things that we cannot see. So a lot of y'all on the negative side, some of y'all, this could represent psychic attack. You guys could feel like somebody did some quote unquote black magic. Y'all, if y'all saw my shadow work video, there's nothing really wrong with black magic, but you guys could feel like something, you know, maybe somebody did some black magic on you, or maybe you're cursed, or whatever the case is. And some of y'all, that could definitely be a thing. You might want to actually implore spiritual protection at this time. You might want to learn how to spiritually protect yourself. You might want to learn how to cleanse your mind, cleanse your energy, and also get some protection herbs like hyssop and stuff of that nature. You might want to do these things, but also any negativity that springs forth can also just be directly a direct reflection of certain things within yourself that you have repressed, certain things within yourself that you have not dealt with, could just be all up in your face and all up in your dreams at this time. Because listen, it's time to deal with it. There's no holding things back anymore. And I keep on pulling this compassion card. You need to really dive into the energy of compassion, because 12th house energy, yes, it's about losses, yes, it's about things that are missing, but it's also about this compassionate energy, this oneness that we have with spirit and spirituality. spirituality and stuff of that nature. So you guys need to lean in on your compassion, lean in on your inner compassion. And some of you guys are going to be very prone to having anger outbursts. It's like somebody does one little thing and then it just kind of warrants this huge reaction from you. And people are looking at you like, whoa, I didn't even do anything that bad. Like, why are you reacting so crazy? Like I said, it's because stuff that has been underneath of the ground, stuff that's been underneath of the surface has been, you know, basically triggered so it could be released. Mars represents knives, okay? Knives, stabbing, surgery. So you're going to do surgery on your subconscious mind this month. And for the next couple months that Mars is going to be in retrograde, I feel like it's probably going to be the worst of the worst during September and maybe a little bit of mid-October, but just know that through this month of September you're going to be challenged, okay? You're going to be challenged, but like I said, you don't make it to the challenge level because you're not good enough to defeat it. You're learning how to be advanced, so you got to get that challenge level. You know, we have the easy, we have the medium, and then we have the advanced. We have the challenging level, and that's what's happening here. You're being challenged. Are you going to, you know, fall prey to this victimless, this victim prone mentality, or are you going to really dive into who you are and dive into your greatness at this time? This is what this energy is all about. Like I said, with Mars being in the 12th house and with Mars going retrograde, we have a tendency to see things from different perspectives that we normally would not see, because the 12th house is things that are hidden from us, but with Mars retrograde we're seeing it from a different angle. So some people at this time could be exposing themselves to you. People could be showing their true colors. Things that were done in the dark are going to be all up in your face right now. Things that are done in the dark, people being a little shady, things that were happening in secret, in silence, are going to be brought up to the surface, okay? So that you can actually start to release certain people from your life. And don't you have a tendency to do nothing in the dark either, to do no, you know, shady stuff either, because maybe you do. Maybe some of y'all are going to be in situations where you can like talk behind people's back, be a little gossipy, or do some really, you know, evil intent. You know, 12th house does represent hidden enemies. So like I said, make sure you're not getting caught up into that, and just make sure that you are properly protecting yourself, protecting your mind, protecting your spirit, okay? If any of you guys are going to be involved in travel, okay, travel to foreign countries, dealing with people from foreign countries, like let's say you have a store, you're starting a shop, and you're dealing with people in far different places, like in like some, like for example, if you're working in the US and you're working with somebody that lives in China, there could be some issues there, because some conflicts there, that cross-country, you know, type of thing. So understand that one thing that we need to understand, look, communication. You guys need to make sure that you're having proper communication to handle any delays and issues and misunderstandings and stuff of that nature. And the way that you talk to people, the way that you communicate with people, have a certain level of tact and diplomacy. You know what I'm saying? And we're currently during Virgo season right now, and Virgo season is about handling our issues, solving problems, fixing things that need to be corrected. And then as we move into Libra season, putting things into balance, harmonizing situations, things coming to a certain level of harmony. And then getting to Scorpio season, where this, you know, where this energy is probably still going to be present. We're getting to Scorpio season to like really dive deep and to go deep and to be penetrative about what it is that is coming up at the surface at this point. So with Mars going retrograde in the 12th house, yes, you could feel a little bit more antsy than usual. Yes, make sure you are, you know, make sure you're kind of getting away from unrepressed anger. And I did pull the change card. It's blue. Okay, maybe some of y'all need to change the way that you speak to yourself, change the way that you speak to others. And maybe for some people there's going to be changes happening when it comes to maybe children in your life and stuff of that nature. Children in your life, okay, certain small animals that you have in your life as well. These are random messages that I'm getting right quick. But you know, there could also be changes to your belief system, you know, with Saturn also squaring Mars. Your belief system that you have could need a little bit of work, and you know, you need to kind of dive into your subconscious so you can deal with the beliefs and the agreements that you've made with yourself. Like let's say that money is hard to make. If you have a belief that money is hard to make, then you're not going to really ever be able to make money in your life. So then that Mars 12th house is going to be like, nah, you got to change these things around. Mars squaring Saturn, you could have a thing on you that you try to do something and you think is going to make you a lot of money, then for some reason it gets blocked because subconsciously you don't think that you deserve that money, or subconsciously you don't think that you're ready for that money. You don't think you worked hard enough for it. So then you had to go into yourself and say, what is it about me that's attracting this energy towards me, and deal with any of it so that you can truly heal. You know, after you get through this period, nature could be something that can help you out. Going out into nature and meditating more. You want to meditate more. You want to dive deep into your meditation. You want to spend some time alone sometimes. You don't want to always be around a bunch of people during this time. Spend some time alone. Spend some time with yourself to really heal yourself and to do some deep self-care. And understand, as the time progresses, so is going to be this energy of creativity in your life as well. You want to employ that Venusian energy. It's not, right now, it's not all about pushing things forward, that when you have a bunch of opposition, it's like, okay, I'm experiencing opposition right now. How do I best handle this situation? Take time to think, take time to meditate, and take time to magnetize things towards you. Don't chase a bunch of stuff. Let it come towards you. Let people come towards you. Okay, let people come towards you, and let other things and opportunities come towards you at this time. So focus on yourself so you can be someone who is attracted to the opportunities that you are craving. If you want to be successful, what is it about yourself that is success worthy? And sometimes with Mars being the 12th house, sometimes we have to look back to the 6th house. Sometimes we have to look back to our daily routines. What daily habits have we done to get to the point in life that we're currently at? And what changes can we make to help our life run a little bit more smooth? Mars also, 12th house also deals with situations when it comes to self-sabotage. Self-sabotage and projection of your own issues onto other people. So where are you projecting? Where are you blaming other people for your problems instead of taking control of your life? How are you sabotaging yourself from being able to be successful in this lifetime? I guarantee you, if you take the time to heal those issues at this time, this Mars retrograde, I was trying to say education. I accidentally almost said education, but Mars is honestly educating you at this time on different things within yourself that are holding you back. So take this time as a period of growth, and at the end of it, man, you can be so much more powerful for it. So yeah, if you want more insight onto your life and more astrological information, definitely subscribe to my Patreon down below to get all types of predictions and just extra videos and stuff, and to just support me in this channel so I can make the best videos for you and everything. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, you know, it really helps. One subscription goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? This channel is almost to 200K. It would make my day, make the world. Have a beautiful day. Gemini, Mars retrograde. I pulled the card personal growth. This is what you need to know in regards to your Mars retrograde and what's going on, what's going down. Mars, the planet of aggression, of conflict, of sexuality, of how we assert ourselves in the world, how we go get what we want, our masculine energy, how we put ourselves out there, how we assert ourselves, how we channel our energy, is going to be moving backwards. It's going retrograde. So that means we're going to be seeing things in different perspectives, from new perspectives. We're going to be challenged at this time. But as we said before, and as I said before, and I'll say it again, we don't get challenged if we're not about to grow. Okay? If we stay on the easy level, on level medium, and we never get to that challenge level or that advanced level, you're never gonna grow. So like I said, this is going to be a time for personal growth. This is going to be a time where you can personally see yourself changing and growing. And there's going to be certain things within you that are going to be shifted at this time that are going to help you out in terms more specifically of your 11th house. Like I said, the 11th house is going to be the house of friendship. It is the house of friendship. It's the house of communities. It's the house of the people that you associate with in your social networks. So upon first glance, when we have Mars in your 11th house, and you know we have Mars squaring Saturn and stuff, there could be some delays, some problems, and some issues when it comes to your friendships. Okay, certain friends could have a little bit of an issue with you. Maybe you had this friend and you thought they was on your side, and then you find out that they weren't. more. There could be some conflicts in your friendships at this time. The 11th house also kind of rules over our hopes, wishes, and dreams, our financial gains, like our incoming gains. Okay, this is how our career actually takes off and stuff, because it happens after the 10th house. Okay, how we make things happen in the world, and our vision that we have in the world, and people that are kind of just like on our side in that type of way. We could experience a little bit of difficulties in this arena. What Mars retrograde in the 11th house is really asking of us, is really asking you to reflect and to reassess your friendships. Who needs to be a part of your friend circle and who does not need to be a part of your friend circle? I just pulled the card time out. Some of y'all need to take a time out from certain groups or from certain people, and you need to spend a little bit more time by yourself working on your own personal dreams and creativity, making it happen, because at some point you could have this vision, you could be working with people on a project, and you know, it's just not working out in the way that you would, because too many people are putting their hand in the fire, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to look back at your 5th house and say, dang, I got to work on my own personal sense of creativity. I got to learn how to nurture myself at this moment. I got to learn how to nurture myself. And a lot of y'all could just have some insecurities when it comes to, dang, am I going to be able to do this alone, or am I going to be able to actually, you know, make my dreams come true? Am I going to be able to actually do this? Then you need to understand and learn how to parent yourself, how to nurture yourself to health, how to get yourself to a point in life where you feel secure inside and out, and you know that you can handle anything and that you can do anything. And like I said, there can be delays. There can be restrictions. There can be things that kind of challenge us to the core at this time. But with that being said, the energy is not asking us to be super direct, to be super in your face and confrontational. It's really asking you to be like, you know what? Instead of snapping on this person right now, I'm going to take a break. I'll come back to you when I have something really effective to say, but right now, if I speak, I will snap on you, and I do not want to do that because I respect this friendship. So I need a break. I need a timeout, and I'll get back to you later. Okay, whether you're talking to a friend that way, whether you're talking that to a dream that you have that way, a vision that you have for the future that way, sometimes you'd be like, you know what? I do not want to snap. I don't want to, you know, ruin all this thing. So I need a little bit of a break right now, and I'm gonna get back to you later. Okay, we need to learn how to calm, and also really embrace our more Venusian energy at this time. Really allow the things that we want to come to us. Really allowing ourselves to be somebody who is harmonious, to be somebody who is diplomatic, to be somebody who knows how to balance things, who knows how to charm people and how to talk to people. And you guys currently are going to have Venus in your 3rd house of communication. So with Venus being in your 3rd house of communication, the way that you speak to people is going to be successful, and you're gonna have this energy that really says you can have really beautiful connections with people, really beautiful connections, like how you talk on, like, you know, 3rd house is communication in general. So writing could help, writing out your feelings, writing out your emotions, texting people instead of calling people or meeting them in person. Just write your feelings out. Okay, you could even write your feelings out and not even necessarily have to send these feelings out to no one, and you could just have this for yourself so that you can process your own inner emotions. You know what I'm saying? This could also be the time to film a video, to record a video, you know, to get more on social media. Lean more into your Venusian energy at this time. Lean into your attractive capabilities and how to attract things towards you. And if you are going to be taking action with Mars being retrograde, it needs to be in a way that is calculative. You need to calculate your steps. You need to have a master plan. You don't want to just attack something straight on and straight forward. You almost want to move like a Scorpio, move like the snake, move like something, you know, lurking in the shadows. And that is how you get the stuff that you want at this time. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the stuff that you want. And I also pulled the self-love card. You want to have a lot of self-love at this time. Spend a lot of time loving on yourselves and nurturing yourselves. And as the months go by, if you do these things correctly, you fix the issues and conflicts that you have with your friendships, and maybe even some of y'all with your older siblings, right? Your older siblings. Your older siblings could actually be going through conflict right now, or maybe you have a conflict with your older siblings. Whatever the case is, there just needs to be a certain level of patience, okay? Because you don't want to necessarily burn bridges right now, because you could regret that later. You just want to say, you know what? I gotta take a break. I will see you later, okay? And then we can talk about it, but I want to make sure we're doing this correctly. Especially if you're fighting over money, debt, okay, other people's money, investment, and inheritance, something of that nature with the Mars square to your 8th house as well. It's kind of like making sure that you're not arguing over money or debt and stuff of that nature, and you're just being diplomatic when it comes to these things. And I also implore the moderation card. So doing things in moderation, not overdoing anything. You don't want to overdo anything when Mars is in retrograde. You just want to move smart. And you could experience very beautiful ideas at this time. Very beautiful ideas, because Mars is going retrograde. You're seeing things from another perspective and another vantage point. So you might get beautiful ideas, especially with Venus being in your 3rd house of ideas and mental energy. You could experience receiving beautiful ideas at this time that you never really thought of. But first you got to pause, and you have to really be balanced. And these ideas can actually be very fruitful for you, especially as we get into the month of November, when that energy is going to be more likely to just, you know, calm down. And everything that you've been working on at this time, you'll see the benefits for it during the month of November. And the last thing I would also say for you guys with the physical activity card coming out, exercise could be something that also could be helpful for you at this time. Some of y'all are being asked to get into an exercise routine and to work out, to run, to do some yoga, whatever the case is. Get your body moving so that you don't have to have all of this extra energy just sitting in your body and in your mind. You actually channel this energy out, and that's going to be what you guys need to do to really make this Mars retrograde as smooth as possible. If you enjoyed that video, you know, shout out to your girl. Give me a little like, okay? Give me a little comment, you know, tell me what's happening, tell me what's good. And if you want more astrological content and just stuff in general, you know, more insight in general, definitely subscribe to my Patreon down in the description box, and sign up to my email list to get notified when my crystal shop actually does drop. So definitely check that out. I appreciate you in advance. Thank you so much. So Cancers, with Mars going retrograde in your 10th house, do not snap on any bosses, anybody that's in authority, okay? Any fatherly figures, okay? People could just be stressing you out, okay? The boss could be stressing you out. Your dad could be stressing you out. Anybody that is above you, not above you literally, but anybody that has any authority, you could have some power issues. Some power issues could come up at this time where you feel like, dang, you feel like somebody's trying to take your power away or something of that nature. But guess what? Don't worry. Don't panic. Because you're focusing on this specific area of your life right now, because you might need a little bit of work in this area. Some of y'all might need to, you know, embrace your inner power more. Some of y'all need to step into your inner warrior right now. You're kind of learning how to truly become one. So yeah, some of y'all could be experiencing challenges in that department, in the department of our career, of authority figures, authority in our relationship with authority in general. Okay, anything to do with like the you know, the accomplishments, and it's the highest part of our chart. So anywhere where we shine out into the world could be affected in a different way at this time. I'm not going to come on here and tell you not to ever post anything, to not do the project, to not drop it, whatever the case is. I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'm not that pessimistic on the outlook. What I am saying though, you want to make sure that you are not rushing anything, and that you're taking your time to do things correctly, because you could have a tendency to want to be a little impulsive right now. But with that Mars square Saturn, with that energy that's we're currently going through Virgo season, perfection, perfect it. Take your time. Don't rush things. Perfect it at this time. Perfect whatever you're creating. Perfect whatever you're trying to put out there. Fix any of the problems. Solve your issues at this time before you just impulsively do stuff. And that is going to be the key to really getting through this energy. Dealing with any compulsive issues. And sorry that I'm scratching my my arm. I just got an allergy test yesterday. So I'm a little itchy, you feel me? You need to check in with yourself at this time. Are you satisfied with your career? Are you satisfied with the work that you're doing and the work that you're producing for yourself? Are you satisfied with your public image and your reputation? Do you think that you're living up to your fullest potential? Whatever the case is, this is the time to reflect upon these things. And naturally, if you're not in the right direction in terms of your career and your public image and your fame and stuff of that nature, if you're not doing the right thing that you were supposed to be doing in this lifetime, quite naturally Mars will get you out of that situation. You might be snatched from that situation. Things could get a little bit too hectic and you gotta leave. You might feel like, you know what, I gotta quit, or maybe you get let off, or whatever the case is. But just know, anything that happens at this time, this is so that you can walk towards the path that you were destined to be on. You feel me? You want to meditate on any frustrations that you've had in the career space. You know, I knew a girl that is going through the Mars in the 10th house transit, and she said, you know what, I'm out. I'm gone. I can't deal with this anymore, and I'm going to do my own thing right now. So what do you have to do? What do you want to be known for? Who are you as a person out in the world? Okay, what is your career? What is your public image? And are you currently doing the things that are going to allow you to really feel happy and fulfilled when it comes to your public image? These are the questions that are going to be on your mind at this time, and the things that you are going to be experiencing. Cancer, Mars retrograde. Moderation. Don't overdo it right now. Do not overdo it. Do not overthink. Do not overdo anything. You want to do things in moderation at this time. You don't want to push on, carry too much weight, and burn yourself out. You want to really be calm and reflect. And most importantly, with Mars, it says, listen, Mars retrograde says, the way that you do stuff, it needs to be reinvented. That's why it's a retrograde. It's another perspective. It's another way of looking at the world. It's another way of doing stuff. So you need to have some type of new approach when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your business, when it comes to the authority figures in your life, your boss, your father, your mom, whoever the case is. When it comes to these people in your life, you had to have a new approach right now. And usually you want to lean into your Venusian energy at this time. And Venus is currently transiting your second house. So there actually could be some opportunities to make money elsewhere. There actually could be some opportunities to basically stack your own income, to save more money. Maybe there needs to be some things that you do to save more money at this time. Do you have a bunch of things taking out money on your bank account every weekend, but you don't know where they're coming from, and then you don't know why you broke all of a sudden? You have the opportunity this month to really kind of just gain financial abundance. Okay, money is going to be attractive towards you at this time, and you know, to really fix any issues when it comes to self-worth. But just know, if there is any career frustrations, any issues happening at the job, any issues happening at work, okay, any feelings of insecurity when it comes to your public image, okay, the views are low, you're not getting the likes like you used to, whatever the case is, this Venus in second house transit and this kind of like energy that you have with Mars currently transiting your 10th house, it's time to dive in, okay? It's time to go within to bring up anything that is causing you to feel less confident about yourself, okay? Any blockages. Mars is the knife, not Mars is the warrior, okay? It's time to really just kind of like dive in right now, okay? Look towards your 4th house to help you out. Look towards your 4th house. Your 4th house is the house of your family. The 4th house is the house of your home. It's who you are in the private. So make sure your private life, your emotions, your feelings, your security lines up with the work that you're doing and what you're doing in your career. And if you do this, there is a happy ending. Okay, some of y'all are gonna get the promotion. Some of y'all are gonna get a new job. Some of y'all are gonna go viral. Some of y'all are gonna get the new thing. Whatever it is that you're dreaming about and thinking about, there is going to be a happy ending, but you just have to make sure that you're moving correctly at this time and you're moving strategically, and then that's when you're going to see the success that you're looking for, especially throughout the month of like November, because mid-November, when this energy goes back direct again, you will have done the steps and you have made the decisions to really truly empower yourself. You're learning how to empower yourself right now and to really just feel good about the work that you're doing and who you are as a person out in the world, your life's purpose when it comes to the human manifestation of like what we came here to do. That's what the 10th house, that's what the midheaven is. It's time to get it, okay? And it's time to really be truly aligned with what we came here to do, and that's on period. Like, how can you make your career better? Your career life could change at this time. Your career status could change at this time. Your public status can change in general. Maybe you were known to be this person, but after the end of this transit, you're going to be known to be another person. And at first that could be a little scary, but this is just going to get you in alignment with what you really truly came here to do. But yeah, that is your reading, Cancers. I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed that Mars retrograde reading. Make sure that you like this video, and if you want more predictions and more astrological content, definitely subscribe to my Patreon. You know, support me, support this channel, support the business that I'm coming out with. Okay, support my crystal shop and the Mystic Mommy clothing and stuff that I'm wearing right now. You know, support it all down in the description box. Sign up to get notified when my crystal shop does drop, and you know, we're not gonna blow you up, but we're gonna let you know when it comes out. So yeah, definitely thank you so much, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, my Leo Lions, with Mars going retrograde, this is really gonna give us this energy of like, I'm so frustrated, I feel blocked, I feel delayed. Okay, but guess what? There's no need to panic. There's no need to panic. Retrograde energy just kind of means we need to re-understand some things. We need to relearn some things. We need to redo some things. We need to reassess some things. And also, we need to realign energy and realign and redirect. There's going to be a redisposition of our energy with Mars, the planet of energy, action, aggression, assertion, okay, sexuality, how we channel our energy being retrograde says we need to rethink the way that we channel our energy right now at this current moment. And for you guys in particular, with Mars, you know, being in a fellow fire, with Mars being your fellow fire sign energy, this is going to have a harmonious aspect when it comes to you. So this is, y'all are going to be the lucky ones, okay? You and Sag energy are going to be one of the lucky ones that are really going to like easily benefit from this energy when it comes to the Mars retrograde energy in general. It's still going to be difficult, especially during the month of September, when we're really experiencing a lot of those Martian squares to Saturn and stuff of that nature. And as time progresses, things can get a little better, especially when Saturn is going direct again and Jupiter is going direct again. Thank God we have stuff moving forward, but first, when it comes to the things that we go after right now, we just got to rethink it. We got to redo it. And with Mars going retrograde in your 9th house, the 9th house is the house of our belief system. What do we find to be true about life and stuff of that nature? So you could find yourself really questioning your beliefs. You thought you had all your beliefs down packed, your belief system about God, your belief system about spirituality, your belief when it comes to yourself, what you found to be true about yourself. You could just kind of be a little shaky about it. You're like, I don't know if this is true anymore. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. And maybe you're going to be reflecting upon certain issues that you had and beliefs that you have about yourselves that are going to kind of like, that are kind of blocking you from really experiencing success at this time, you know? This is really going to be the opportunity where you can confront beliefs about yourself that need some work, beliefs that you have that could be limiting, okay? Ways that we limit, ways that we feel blocked, okay? Maybe we feel like our beliefs and our truth is not being appreciated. Our beliefs and our truth are not being receptive and heard by other people, but it's okay. Do you hear yourself? It's time to rethink the way that what you believe to be true, and to just, so that you can strengthen, okay, the connection that you have with your belief system, so that you can do these things. And sometimes we can experience frustrations in this arena, delays in this arena. Okay, the 9th house is also far distance places. So we thought we was going to take this trip to Spain. We thought we was going to take this trip to Mexico, and then all of a sudden something happens that just kind of gets us to a point where we can't go no more, and we're like, yo, or maybe you still are able to go, it wasn't as easy as you thought it was going to be. It just requires a little bit more effort, okay? With the retrograde energy, you have to put a little bit more effort for things to go smoothly. You don't want to push things. You don't want to really push things at this time. You want to be more flow and easy with it. You want to really adopt the energy of your Venus placement, your Venusian energy. You want to really be kind of diplomatic. You want to be harmonious. You want to be magnetic to the things that you're looking for. And I mean, Venus is currently going to be in your first house. So use your attraction right now. Okay, in the month of September especially, you're going to be very attractive. So use that to your benefit. Don't always feel like you got to chase after things and chase people and stuff of that nature. Understand that you within yourself are attracted to the things that you're looking for and the things that you want at this time. So embrace those Venusian qualities that you're going to have. You guys are going to be oozing Venus at this time. So you guys are going to be more diplomatic. You're going to be feeling more beautiful. You're going to be feeling more good about life in general and making harmonious connections with other people. So utilize that energy to help you get through the Mars retrograde energy that says, listen, we need to rethink the way that we do this whole life thing. Ninth house is also kind of dealing with foreign people, foreign cultures. Okay, you could experience some mishaps when it comes to foreign cultures, and you're like, I thought I was gonna love Japan, and then you realize Japan was just not what you thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lesson you gotta learn. Whatever the case is, it could be the type of thing where some of y'all that are in college, you're gonna be like, yo, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I in the right major? Am I taking the right classes? You could experience some frustrations when it comes to your professors and people like that with the law. Even ninth house kind of rules over the law, so maybe you could experience frustrations when it comes to the law and stuff of that nature. Like, am I following the law? You know, you might get a little debt from the law, you feel me? Okay, you could be going through a lot of stuff of that nature, but just know and understand, having faith at this time is going to be good when it comes to overcoming this energy and really strengthening your sense of self-worth, okay? Strengthening your sense of self-worth, and that's exactly why you're having that second house transit right now. Understanding your self-worth, understanding how your self-worth also connects to your money situation. So the more that you dive into the beliefs that you have about life and with all this stuff in general, and you start kind of naturally taking your setbacks as potential opportunities to gather wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You start having a more optimistic point of view and, you know, worldview and stuff of that nature. This is how you can, you know, really benefit from the Mars retrograde energy. And yeah, you can feel, you know, some of y'all are going to be like, dang, I used to be so into like this spiritual practice. I used to be so into this religion. I used to be so into this thing, but you're just not feeling it right now. You don't got no action. You have no drive for that thing anymore. And it's probably because there's something else that's better out there for you. And I also poured the card of nature. You guys might want to spend a lot of time with nature. Spend time with the trees. Spend time with the plants. And that can actually be something that can help you when it comes to really purifying and balancing out your energy. You guys could also feel like you're trying to share with people your ideas. You're trying to share with people your ideas and your belief system, and people are just like blocking you out. People are blocking you out. You feel like you're not being heard. It's like you're like, you can fix you could, if you do this can actually really help you out because this and this, and the person just like, no, I don't hear you. I don't hear you, you know, period. I don't hear you. Sorry. And you can feel flustered. You can feel blocked. You can feel like, dang, am I not saying the right things? But just know right now, you really need to focus on your own mental energy and your own mental way of kind of, you know, understanding the world and strengthening that. Don't rely so much on other people right now. Really focus on yourself, and that is going to be a way that you can really help yourself during this Mars retrograde energy. And also I did pull the spiritual partnership card. So even though the energy is kind of saying don't be focusing so much on a partnership, there could be perhaps a partner in your life, some type of friend, some type of romantic partner, business partner, whatever the case is, some type of other person that could really help you when it comes to your belief system, when it comes to your spirituality. And also, you know, they could be the type of person that could be a little bit tough. You know, they're not going to be, you know, like if this is a guru or something, like you could be over gurus at this point. You're just like, whatever. But also, if somebody does come into your life in terms of like guru potential, this is going to be somebody who is not, they're not like, they don't play games. They're very structured. So stuff of that nature. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're trying to learn something and you're frustrated, just keep on going. Take your time. Be calculative in the way that you're learning this information, okay? Be calculative, be structured, be strategic, be disciplined. Don't just kind of like try to put all your eggs in one basket at one time. Try to pour all your water into this one cup really fast, and you just turn the faucet up, and it's just, you're putting all this energy into the one specific thing. Disperse your energy a bit. Disperse your energy a bit, and really allow yourself to breathe. Breathe, calm down, relax, and confront any frustrations. Confront any inner frustrations at this time so that you can grow. I hope you enjoyed that reading, Leos. Definitely subscribe to my Patreon if you want more content and you want to support the channel, want to support my businesses and stuff. And then also subscribe to my email list so that you can be notified as soon as my crystal shop is up. Okay, period. Enjoy yourself. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Virgos. My camera is literally malfunctioning, so I'm currently using my newest iPhone 11. I just got it, so thank God the camera quality is pretty solid. It's decent. But yeah, let's talk about Mars retrograde. So Mars retrograde is going to be a very interesting thing for a lot of people. It is still your season though, so we still have that sun in the first house energy. So I still feel like you guys are going to be feeling vital, still feeling really good, still feeling really explosive, still feeling really magnetic and stuff of that nature. However, Mars in the chart does rule over basically kind of just like our physical vitality, our energy, okay, how we assert ourselves out into the world, how we express our energy, our sexuality and stuff of that nature, how we channel our anger. So when we have Mars going retrograde, a lot of these times we can experience issues in these areas of life. We can experience issues, we can experience challenges, and wherever the case is, but we don't get to the challenge level without being a master. So this really is a point of ascension period for all of us. We're all learning how to ascend and how to really reach our greatness right now in this life. So the one thing that you guys need to understand with Mars going retrograde in your 8th house, the 8th house is the house of transformations, baby. Okay, the 8th house is the house of transformation though. So there could be some sudden events that cause you to just shake up your whole worldview, shake up your whole life. And after that moment, you have to do something new. You have to do something different. You have to do something you haven't done before, because that is, you know, those moments, those decisions that we make, those things that we go through that just in the blink of an eye, it's like it changes our whole life. Some of you guys are going to be experiencing those experiences, those moments that Mars triggers certain things within your chart, and then you just have to change certain things, and it just snaps you out of something or snaps you into something. It really shakes up your whole worldview. That could be something that Mars in retrograde definitely does during this period. For other people, this is going to be financial. So we're dealing with other people's money here. We're talking about shared resources here. We're talking about investments in the stocks and, you know, debt and loan and taxes and all these things, right? These things could be a source of conflict and issues for us during the time that Mars is going to be in retrograde in our 8th house of other people's money. So you want to make sure that you're handling any of these issues. And 8th house and Mars retrograde is not really asking for impulsive decisions. This energy is really asking us to focus on details, structure, organization, doing things in a more calculative way, having a plan. And that's kind of what this energy is asking for us, to be someone who has a plan. So you want to be planning out things during this time. With Mars also going retrograde in our 8th house, sometimes this could mean diving deep. It can mean secrets getting exposed, okay? It can mean you yourself diving deep into your own subconscious tendencies, diving into your psychology and stuff like that, and doing that surgery, okay? Because Mars is the knife, okay? It cuts through things. So you need to cut through some blockages, some limiting beliefs, some negative influences in your life, some old hurt, some old trauma, some past pain. pain so that you can truly deal with these issues so they don't have to hold you back anymore. Because at the end of the day, Mars in the 8th house, you're learning how to become a powerful individual. You're learning how to become a powerful occult artist. You're learning how to become a powerful master. You're learning how to master your life. You're learning how to transmutate your life. So if you have negative experiences, you're learning how to take those negative experiences, learn from them, gain the wisdom, and transform your life, because the 8th house is the house of transformation. It is rags to riches. So you guys are learning the lessons right now during this Mars in retrograde that is going to allow you to be able to transform your life. That's powerful. That's gold. That is gold. That is something that you are going to appreciate for a long amount of time in your life. Okay, Virgos, Mars retrograde, Virgos, Mars retrograde. Music, I pulled the music card. Music is something that could be really helpful for you in regards to this Mars retrograde. Listen to your favorite songs. Listen to your favorite songs. Listen to your favorite music. Listen to soothing music. Music could be something that can actually help you out this time, and as well as patience. You are going to be tested in terms of your patience. How patient are you? How much patience do you have in life? How much self-control do you have? That is where you're going to be tested at this time. Because like I said, there could be challenges that arise themselves at this time, but you are being asked to develop your sense of patience. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. Don't overdo things. Don't underdo things. Just have patience. Have forgiveness for yourself and for others. If things do come up at this time, you have to forgive yourself for past hurts, pains, and traumas, and forgive other people. And forgiveness is not giving your power away. Forgiveness is taking your power back, because it's no longer going to affect you anymore. Please remember that, honey. Okay, effort. It says make an effort. There needs to be effort that needs to be made in order for you to heal at this time. Because like I said, 8th house is dealing with very triggering topics. You know what I'm saying? It's about triggering topics and things coming up that really cause us to feel a little bit like a little nasty. Sometimes it's not the best feeling, but we're learning how to get into these deep, dark places so that we can bring these things into the light, so that it could be on our side, it could be our friend and stuff of that nature. You're learning how to be your own best friend. I keep on pulling this music card. Some of y'all need to get creative. Some of y'all are artists. Some of y'all are musicians. Some of y'all are people that need to focus on music for some reason right now. Music is coming out so strong, okay? But at the end of the day, like I said, 8th house is death and rebirth, baby. Death and rebirth energy is coming towards you, honey. You're learning how to transform something within you this month, and these next few months is going to die, not because it's going to be dead forever, but death is nothing but a transition, honey. You was about to transform into who you were meant to be. Period. You are going to find your power, but that patience is going to be the thing that really is going to help you during this process. It might not come as fast as you want it to, but it's going to get there at the right timing. It's going to get there at the right time. And I know y'all heard that doorbell. As soon as it gets here, it's here for you. Divine timing. What? And also, just to mention, 8th house is also associated with your sexuality and anything taboo, anything that's hidden, anything people are scared to talk about, okay, like sexuality and stuff of that nature. Mars is kind of like our sexuality and how we assert ourselves in that type of way too. So, you know, some of y'all could be feeling a little bit low when it comes to sexuality. Maybe you don't feel as like you don't have the energy, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of feel like, but just look for different ways to really spark this transmutative, transformative, passionate energy in your life. Look for different ways to spark that within you. And that's kind of the lesson that's pretty much happening at this time. You feel me? Look for ways to find security in this life. Look for ways to find stability in this life. You know what I'm saying? To ground yourself. You guys may want to walk outside, ground yourself, and really dive deep into those deep emotions correctly. And that could be something that can help you, my Virgos. But just know you're powerful in general. I keep on pulling this forward. Perseverance. You need to understand the perseverance. And sometimes it's not about always pushing energy. Sometimes it's about pulling energy. We don't always need to push. Sometimes we need to learn how to pull. So yeah, if you're running into some walls, some opposition energy, sometimes it's not the best thing to push. Sometimes we need to take a step back and allow things to come towards us so that we can make the decisions that we need to properly make, okay? So don't push everything this month. Understand that it's about pulling energy in and learning how to deal with the energy that is within inside us so that we can release anything that doesn't need to be there. Because when we do that, we are aligned with our riches, we are aligned with our abundance, and we are aligned with love. And that's on period. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you like this video up. Check me out on Patreon. Check out my Mystic MAMI crystal shop that is about to come out. It's gonna be so lit, all types of spiritual goodies and stuff. So if you want to be notified as soon as the store drops, then definitely just subscribe to my email list down below and we can get right into it. You feel me? We're not gonna blow you up or anything like too much. We're just gonna let you know when the stuff comes out and everything so you can get excited. You know what I'm saying? But have a wonderful day, my Virgos. Happy birthday once again. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Ashe, period. Libra, Libra, Libra. Mars in retrograde. Mars in retrograde in Aries. Mars is everything to do with our sexuality, our aggression, our conflicts, how we assert ourselves into the world, our power, and how we channel our power and energy in general. It's going retrograde. It's moving backwards. We're seeing things from a different perspective. We're reevaluating things. We're learning some lessons in the realm of your opposite, because the opposite of Aries is Libra, baby. So that means you are having your Mars in the 7th house transit. That means it's the 7th house of relationships, the 7th house of partnerships, the 7th house of friendship, any other people that are involved in your life. That is where Mars is. And sometimes Mars brings conflict, and sometimes with Mars in retrograde, it could be some passive aggressive type of conflict and some passive aggressive energies when it comes to your partnerships. So make sure that if you are dealing with people at this time, that maybe it's not always about being so direct in your face and yelling at people, because there could be a tendency to run into arguments at this time, to run into disagreements, okay, to run into some challenges when it comes to other people. Maybe you feel like other people are blocking you from trying to do something. Maybe you feel like other people are getting in your way. Maybe you're not getting along with your partner right now. There's some conflict, there's some arguments, there's some more arguments than usual in your life. Whatever the case is, it's coming up so that it can be dealt with at this time. Retrogrades really teach us how to reevaluate and to reassess our current situation in our life. They give us a break. The energy is being redirected. The energy of Mars is being redistributed to other areas of our lives, other areas that need some attention, and that area is going to be your 7th house of partnership. Maybe some of y'all are already in a partnership and your lover is going through some conflicts and it's really hard. They're fighting a lot, you know. Maybe they're fighting when it comes to their job or when it comes to their health. They're really just kind of becoming the soldier. Maybe some of y'all are going to have some conflicts when it comes to a new relationship, or perhaps an old relationship from the past could come back into your life. You know what I'm saying? Old relationship from the past, an old fling, an old type of thing, could come into your life again, whether on your mind or literally in your physical reality. Like somebody hit you up, be like, hey, what's up, big head, how you been? And then you have to deal with past emotions. Or maybe sometimes these people belong in your life. Like maybe somebody from the past comes into your life and this is exactly who you need at this time, who's really going to push you to grow and to ascend. Because yeah, we got some challenges with this Mars. Mars is going to be squaring Saturn. Mars is going to be doing some things, baby. But at the end of the day, we don't face challenges because we only face challenges because we're about to master some. Okay, if we only stayed on level E or if we only stayed at the base level easy or medium, we gonna be medium and easy people, and like that's not. We want to be masters. We want to be advanced. So we're learning how to be advanced when it comes to our partnerships and how to be diplomatic. Okay, we're really leaning onto the energy of Venus, which is kind of like the opposite of Mars. It's its complement. Venus is about attraction. Venus is about pulling things in. Venus is about harmony and diplomacy and stuff of that nature. So this is something that you guys want to employ at this time. You want to be more harmonious at this time. You want to tap more into your energy, okay? And with Venus in the 12th house, things could feel lost when it comes to love. Maybe some hidden things from the past come out and it really comes out to haunt you. People was doing some things in the dark and it's in your face and it got exposed. But at the end of the day, whatever comes up right now is coming up so that you can deal with it, that you can heal with it, so that you can ascend in this life. Ashe, period. It's almost your season. You're in the preparation zone, the preparation period. And something that is really going to help you when it comes to this energy, if you feel like you're arguing a lot with a best friend or a lover, whatever the case is, if you feel like, maybe some of y'all feel like, dang, why is it so hard for me to find love? Or why is it so hard for me to get into committed issues or committed partnerships? Y'all are trying to discover why it is that you can't get into the commitment. Maybe commitment could be delayed at this time. But really, the card I just pulled was communication. You need to get clear when it comes to your communication, or whoever you're dealing with. You need to tell them, and you got to be straight up, like, listen, you gotta be straightforward with me. You know what I'm saying? You got to let me know what's happening. We have to have good communication so that we can be all on the same page. Do not lead me on. Or if you leading somebody else on, you got to let them know what the dealio is. And sometimes with Mars in the 7th house, like I said, people could be very angry. It's like the people around you could just be somewhat angry. Like people could be yelling more than usual. Like they might not even be yelling at you, but you can see people yelling more than usual. You can see your parents yelling more than usual, or your friends, they arguing with each other. Like there could just be a lot of arguments around you. Or maybe for some reason, people could be trying to like come at you, like for no reason. You're like, yo, what did I do? But a lot of the times that energy is just a reflection of certain things within inside us that we are not actually confronting. So it's manifesting in our outward reality, so that we are kind of forced to deal with the things that we are suppressing within us. So deal with any unresolved anger, any unresolved frustrations, and know that you are worthy of success and that you are worthy for happy partnerships and for a beautiful relationships. Okay, we pulled the domestic harmony card. So there's a need for some domestic harmony in your life, and harmony is your best friend. I know, Libra. Harmony is your best friend, but sometimes we got to deal with the disharmony first before we can actually reach that harmony. And like, I wouldn't be surprised that at the end of this transit, which is going to be mid-November, you're going to discover so much about yourself and the way that you partner up with other people, commitments, lessons when it comes to commitments and business partnerships and friendships and everyone under the sun. You're going to be learning so many lessons in that department, and you're really going to grow when it comes to those type of things. And with Jupiter in your 4th house as well, Jupiter is going direct. So the positive side is, you guys, some of y'all are going to be moving. Some of y'all are going to be getting a new home. Okay, something needs to come to an end with karmic completion. Something has its end. Like something just needs to end. For some people, hello, incoming call. Some of y'all gonna get called soon. Some of y'all need to deal with some unresolved energy and emotions, and that is basically why you're experiencing what you're going to be experiencing with this Mars retrograde. So if you have conflicts with other people, you know, relationship change. The relationship needs to change, and that could be a lot of different people. Some of y'all need to break up with who you with. Some of y'all need to like stop playing and get committed. Some of y'all need to understand partnership and commitment and need to make some decisions, need to make some proper decisions. Either way, your relationship needs to change. Maybe how you treat other people needs to change. How people treat you needs to change. There needs to be some type of change in the way that you relate to others. And that's the lesson of Mars in retrograde for you guys. So if you're ready to grow, and to develop the way that you partner up with other people, if you're ready to deal with anything that is holding you back from truly being able to assert yourself and to have confidence even within a partnership, then this is what that Mars is retrograde all about. Like this video up, y'all. We're finding harmony in our relationships. You will find harmony in relationships, and you will be happy about it by the time that Mars goes back direct. You will see the benefits of you working out your issues, working out your problems, and everything is going to be much smoother as it was before. So that, with that being said, make sure you like this video up. Check out my Patreon. We talk about other stuff on there and support the channel and stuff of that nature. And subscribe to get notified when my crystal shop is going to drop and all my stuff. Like, I have so much stuff coming out. So, woo! My phone literally done dropped. But yeah, you know, check me out, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Scorpios, with Mars going retrograde. Mars is your traditional ruler, so this could actually have a strong effect on you in some type of way. But however, Mars is going retrograde. Mars, our energy of ego assertion, how we assert ourselves into the world, how we assert our energy, how we take control of things, how we put ourselves out there, our masculine energy within us, our sexuality and our confidence and stuff of that nature, how we defend ourselves is going retrograde. It's moving backwards. We're seeing things from a different perspective. We're reassessing things. We're going going over things one more time. There's something that we need to look at. There's something that needs our attention at this point. And for right now, let's redo it. It's going to be happening in your 6th house, the house of health, the house of your daily routines, the house of your work environment, the house of your the things that you do on a daily basis, your small animals and stuff of that nature. So when we have a Mars retrograde in the 6th house, it is really going to be beneficial for us to take care of our health. Take care of your health, take care of your body and stuff of that nature, because you could see some negative impacts of Mars going retrograde in your 6th house if you are treating your body like crap. If you're treating your body like crap, you're about to get some crappy results, and you're going to get triggered because Mars is not this sweet, subtle energy. Mars is like, boom, in your face, it's time to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to take this knife. We're going to cut what needs to be cut out. So you need to cut something out of your diet. You need to cut something out of your daily routine that is not causing you to actually be at the place that you want to be at a good health, to feel good. Okay, some of you guys are going to be more likely to get sick. Maybe you feel like, oh my God, where's the energy? I feel down. I feel like whatever. But it's because you need to change something about your daily habits. You need to change something about your daily routines. And, you know, Mars in 6th house is small animals. Maybe you need to pay more attention to your small animal. You feel me? Pay more attention to your small animal. Some people's small animals are going to be going through. If you got a little dog, a little cat, whatever the case is, they need your attention right now. Some of them could have some issues when it comes to their health or whatever the case is. So make sure you're taking care of your health and adopting this sense of self-discipline, okay? 41, self-discipline. It's time to get disciplined. It's time to be structured. It's trying to be organized, because Mars is going to be squaring Saturn, the planet of discipline, the planet of structure, the planet of delays and stuff of that nature. So when Mars is going to be squaring Saturn, man, we can get impatient. We can feel like slapping somebody. But the best thing that you can do at this time, get your freaking life together. Period. Perseverance for energy. Build something from the ground up and get your life together. There's no time for dilly-gagging and lally-gagging and not really going after the things you want. If you want success, if you want something to actually fix itself right now, you have to take the action to do so. And it's not always in this very impulsive, rash thinking. It's about taking the action on a daily basis to change your life by changing your daily routine, by reassessing your daily routine. Am I getting organized? Am I actually going in the path that I want to go on? If not, you will feel the ramifications of being lazy, the ramifications of being disorganized, the ramifications of not doing things and completing things to the end. So you want to complete things to the end. Some of y'all could be experiencing some issues when it comes to your work. Okay, with employees, with your job, okay, with your coworkers, people like that and people of that nature. You could be experiencing some conflict when it comes to those people. Are you satisfied at this job? Is this job fulfilling you? Should you be at another job, or are you doing this job just because it's paying the bills? What's going to make you feel good? Because when you feel good, you are healthy. You're in alignment with health, okay? And health is going to be wealth, okay? And you want to take effort, okay? With the effort card, you want to make effort when it comes to your daily life and habits. Some of y'all been slacking. This is the time to change your diet. This is the time to go back to the gym. This is the time to organize your room, to actually do those things that you say you was going to do. Because we can talk the talk, we can walk the walk, okay? We can talk the talk in the 3rd house of communication, and you can say, I'm the greatest, I am successful, okay? The 2nd house, we can feel like we deserve it. The 1st house, you can be somebody who is worthy of success. But if you don't go for it on a daily basis, if you don't try to change your life on a daily basis, it will not come to you. So the more frustrations that are going to come, you're going to get frustrated if you're trying to push everything into one, like if you're trying to get everything done in one day, you're just like, I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket, I'm gonna do everything I need to do for the week on Monday and that's it. No, you want to learn how to spread out your energy. Okay, how to spread out your energy, to have a goal, a big goal, and to chomp it up into little small pieces. And that, if you learn the art of that, that is how you're going to really benefit from Mars being in retrograde, because that daily routine that you develop for yourself, that health that you're going to develop for yourself, that work environment that you're going to set up for yourself is going to benefit you as soon as Mars goes direct in November, the mid-November and stuff of that nature. And like I said, it's not all doom and gloom. it is not all doom and gloom. The energy is just redirecting itself. But understand that you could feel more likely to snap. Understand that your immune system could be more likely to get low. Understand that you might be more likely to be more aggressive, and understand that you might not be feeling more sexual, more vital, whatever the case is. But look for different and original ways to reinvigorate your life on a daily basis. Look for different and original ways to spark passion and to spark enthusiasm for changing your life. Get motivated, okay? You're learning for different ways to get motivated, and sometimes it's not going to come from other people. Sometimes it's going to come from yourself. Sometimes it's going to come from your higher self, okay? Because that 6th house is always looking at the 12th house of spirituality and contemplation and meditation. Sometimes you got to meditate on this stuff. You got to meditate on, how can I change my life? Teach and learn from other people. Somebody's going to come to you with certain messages. Are you going to be there to listen? Okay, don't be stubborn, okay? Don't be stubborn, okay? Because this is the time for success, with Sun transiting your 11th house and Venus transiting your 10th house. There is going to be time for career success. You are going to have moments when you're shining, where you're recognized, where you have like those moments where you're like, wow, I can't believe I did this. But we want long-lasting success. We don't just want moments of high moments in your life. You want long-lasting success. So what you need to do is don't let it slip, like my phone just almost slid on the floor. Don't let it slip by basking in the moment too much. How can you get this energy moving on a long-term daily basis? Long-term success is the goal, and that's all going to be hidden in your daily routine, in your work and stuff of that nature, and also in the way that you take care of your health, your mind, your body. Okay, mind, body, soul. Go get some yoga going on. Okay, get some exercise going on. Start dancing. Start moving your body. Start feeding your body well. Watch out what you're consuming. Okay, you don't want to be consuming everything and anything. You need to be structured in the way that you do this stuff, or you will experience ramifications when it comes to that. But yeah, y'all, definitely subscribe to my Patreon to support the channel and to get more interesting content, astrological components, all that beautiful stuff. And make sure you sign up for my email list to get notified exactly when my Mystic Mommy Crystal Shop launches, because we're going to be talking about everything. We're going to have everything that you need to really spark off your spiritual journey and to get it popping, and like to get all your spiritual goodies. So definitely subscribe to that email list, and you're going to be notified. And yeah, I appreciate everything in advance, and I love you so much. Bye. What's up, lucky Sag? For real, you're going to be lucky this month. This is a lucky opportunity for you to succeed this month and for you to get yourself together. Because, yeah, we got Mars going retrograde, right? And we got Mars going retrograde. We have Saturn going back direct, though. And we have Jupiter, your leader, your ruler, going back direct as well. So, yeah, you lost a little bit with the retrograde energy, but you also gaining a whole lot. So that's very good for you guys, okay? And that's very good when it comes to this transit between September 9th going all the way to November, mid-November. This is going to be a very important few months for you. And honestly, you guys are one of the lucky ones in terms of this energy. You're not going to feel it so bad, because really what it's going to be focusing on is your creativity. You guys need to find new ways and new innovative ways to spark up your creative energy. So you guys need to try to find what makes you feel passionate, what makes you feel motivated, what makes you feel good. How can you have more fun in your life? Because maybe you have been like having no fun. Maybe you've been working so hard, but you never have the opportunity to go out and have fun. Right now, you're being asked to find new ways to invigorate this fun attitude within inside you. How can you have more of a fun time? You know what I'm saying? It's not all fun and games, though. There could be some issues when it comes to your romantic life. Okay, some issues when it comes to your romantic life, and like maybe you're going through some issues with a lover or a partner. You know, you don't feel the spark. Some of y'all could be lacking the spark. You're like, oh my God, where's the spark? And you know, some of y'all could also experience past lovers trying to come into your life, because Mars retrograde, we're looking backwards. Okay, so there could be some past lovers that trying to come off or come back into your life and stuff, you know, for good reasons, some for bad reasons. This depends on the person, depends on what they came here to teach you, what you came here to learn from that situation. Use your intuition at the end of the day. But what I really feel like is, with Jupiter being in Capricorn and with Jupiter being in retrograde, you guys have been feeling mad, like limited. It feels like it just feels like you're not able to manifest the things that you want. It feels like things are moving slower than usual. It feels like you're really not able to just really be who you want to be. Maybe money has been slow with Saturn being in your second house, with Jupiter also being there too, giving blessings, but it's been in retrograde. Like money could be on snooze, like, and you're like, yo, what's happening? Why is my life like this? Just know that with this retrograde period, with these next 2 months, you are going to understand new ways to basically make more money in this life, new ways that you can be more creative. Okay, some of y'all are going to have conflicts though when it comes to your kids. Your kids could be a source of conflict for you, or maybe your kids could be going through something, and this could be a time where you need to like tap into your kids, right? Any kid that's around you, like if you have like a child around you that you know, definitely check on that child, make sure they're okay, make sure they're not going through anything, because this is going to be the time where they could be feeling a little bit more low than usual, or just feeling a little bit more depleted. So make sure you're paying attention to your kids or any child around you at this time. Reach out, give a helping hand and stuff of that nature. But for a lot of people, this energy really is just saying, how can you get your, Stella's got her new groove. Like, how can you reinvent yourself? How can you reinvent your creativity? Okay, sometimes the fifth house is associated with spirituality and stuff. So maybe you need to do new like spiritual practices to get yourself feeling good. Anything that is you're gonna really like have fun with. Having fun. You need to learn new ways to have fun, new ways to invigorate your passion. Okay, maybe you haven't been feeling passionate. It's time to get passionate again. Okay, leadership. Ooh, I got chills down my back. Like I said, this is about empowerment. This transit is about empowering yourself. It's about creative communication, okay? The communication. Some of y'all could be out in the media, speaking a lot on social media, be out there on TV. Some of y'all are gonna be in leadership positions, and you might be challenged and triggered in those leadership positions, but at the end of the day, it's because you are meant to be an authority figure, and you're meant to understand and learn how to really trust in yourself, okay? You guys are really getting down deep into there. How can you get your mojo back? How can you get your Stella? How can Stella get her groove back? How can you feel good about yourself? Okay, that sacral chakra energy. You might want to work on your sacral chakra at this time. If you feel like you're not having fun, if you feel low passion, you feel low vibe, it's time to invigorate your love life and just like your passion and your fun life. Okay, and sometimes with dealing with sexuality, because fifth house does deal with sexuality, sometimes we just feel low when it comes to our sexual energy right now. Like we might not feel as like high libido as we had before, and maybe we just feel bored, whatever the case is. But we're going through this time because we need to find unique ways to spark up that passion again. So you guys need to be in that explorative zone to really find what it is going to make you feel good, what's going to turn you on. And I keep on pulling this leadership card. You guys got to take the lead, bro. You guys got to take the lead when it comes to your life. And I feel like a lot of you guys, even though everything is going to be feeling a little bit difficult, a little bit more challenging, with effort and with discipline, some of you guys are going to lead something. Some of you guys are going to lead something. You're going to be the CEO. You're going to be the head. You're going to be the leader. There's going to be a rebirth coming into your life. There's a death to something, but because that death is a transformation and a transition, you are going into another section of your life. I just saw a butterfly expanding and blooming, and maybe you need to take a time out. Maybe that's why the passion is going to be on snooze, because maybe you need to relax for a little bit and really be like, yo, is this going to really benefit my life? Is this behavior actually going to benefit my life? Maybe some of y'all need to slow down. You was doing a little too much, and then you almost got preggers, and you 17 years old and you still don't got no money. You feel me? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being very honest. Like, fifth house is sexuality. Fifth house is children. Fifth house is entertainment, love, partnership. There could be some issues when it comes to our love life. It's time to really get inventive and to have a lot of patience with ourselves and to really create. Learn how to be the creator. If no one is able to do something in the way that you want it to, learn how to do it for yourself. If you need somebody to draw something and they're not drawing it correctly, learn how to draw yourself. If you need to do something that no one knows how to do, you have to create what's not already there right now, because you're going to be really impatient if you're going to be really impatient and frustrated if you want something a certain way, if you want something and it's not there. So in these moments when it feels like whatever you're looking for isn't currently there, create it for yourself. Create it, learn how to create it. And even if it's like, oh, it's so hard, I don't know how to do Photoshop, or I don't know how to sew, I don't know how to whatever, just learn it anyway, because that skill, through that hard work, through that discipline, it could pay off in the future in money, baby, in money and in personal satisfaction and perseverance. Do not give up. Do not give up. There's something that you are going to manifest soon. Something is really coming in your life, okay? Okay, Sag, like, you are gonna manifest something very important. There is abundance right underneath of the 4 card. That perseverance energy is that double 8 energy of abundance. So do not give up. It's gonna be okay. Just when conflicts do arise, and if they do arise, just don't be so pushy about it. Just kind of woosah, calm down, figure out a new way to go about doing what you're doing and be creative. And that is kind of what I'm feeling for you guys during the month of September, October, and November as Mars is going retrograde. Hope you enjoyed that reading. Make sure you comment down this video. Make sure you like this video. Show some love. It really helps me so much. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want more exclusive content or early releases and stuff of that nature, and to be notified exactly when my merchandise comes out, you know, Mystic MAMI, and when that stuff comes out, as well as my crystal shop. Definitely sign up down below my email list and you will be notified exactly when it comes out. We're not going to blow up your email. We're just going to let you know when it comes out, and it's going to be lit, so you get excited about that. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much in advance. Bye. Okay, Capricorn, with Mars going retrograde in your 4th house. 4th house is the house of home, family, our private life, whatever happens behind closed doors inside of our houses in general. That is our 4th house. Mars going retrograde. Mars is the planet of action. It's the planet of our energy. It's the planet of how we assert ourselves, okay? It's the planet of our drive is going retrograde. So we need to reassess. We need to redo something. We need to rethink some things. We need to see things from another perspective. Now, with this happening in our 4th house, please do not snap on people, especially your family members, especially your mom, because some of y'all are going to be more likely to experience conflicts in the home, okay, behind closed doors. A lot of y'all could be shining in your careers, but then you come home crying because something is not the way you want it to be. There could be some conflicts. If anybody is moving at this time, please move as slow as possible. Don't force it. Don't rush. Really take your time and move as slow as possible if you're planning to move, because any impulsive things, any impulsive actions are probably not going to benefit you at this time. But calculated movements, calculated steps, okay, taking on the qualities of Scorpio is going to be important at this point. Don't always attack things head on. With Mars, there's going to be a redistribution of our energy. So attack things from another perspective. And if I keep on itching my arms, it's because I just got an allergy test yesterday. So they was putting stuff all up in there and I'm itchy. I'm sorry, I'm itchy. But y'all got that itch, you feel me? With the health card, this is going to be the time to focus on your health and any upcoming health issues. Sometimes when Mars goes retrograde, we can feel a low level of vitality. Some of y'all might even need to get out the house sometimes and like to try something different, okay, to go outside the house to really experience some relief when it comes to, you know, these energies, because some of y'all could really be getting in arguments with your family members, and your family members could be yelling at you more, and you just need to take a moment to woosah. Okay, remember how to breathe, remember how to woosah, remember how to really listen in on your intuition too. Listen into your intuition too. Your intuition is going to be speaking louder than words. Are you going to actually listen, or are you going to go the opposite direction? And if you go the opposite direction with Mars squaring Saturn, limitations, destruction, and just annoying stuff, So take heed, listen to your intuition, allow yourself to be guided by your emotions, your intuition. And I pulled the parenting card, you know. Like I said, the 4th house is your parents. A lot of y'all are going to be getting in arguments with your parents. Then maybe your parents are not seeing what you see. Maybe your parents aren't hearing you out. Maybe your parents are arguing with each other. Maybe somebody's going through a divorce, whatever the case is. Just know, woosah, breathe. It's going to be okay. Everything is coming up so that it could be dealt with. And look, I pulled the happy ending card. How simple is that? I pulled the happy ending card. If you are going through issues and conflicts when it comes to your family, when it comes to your home and everything like that, when it comes to moving, okay, properties that you own and stuff of that nature, if you're dealing with conflict there, by the time Mars goes back direct, you are going to get it all together. It's going to be blessed, okay, because you dealt with the issues during the retrograde, so that when it goes direct, you get to see the benefits of your hard work, okay? And some of y'all need to dive deeper into your emotions, okay? Because 4th house is kind of talking about our emotions, our hidden emotions. So, okay, our family line, our ancestors. Some of y'all need to kind of take heed and listen to the guidance of your ancestors. Meditate a little bit. Other people, you really need to value your emotions at this time and see the value of your emotions by listening to them. If you feel some type of way, don't just kind of shrug it off and put it somewhere else. It's time to be like, why do I feel the way that I feel? And get a little introspective about these things so that you can release something. Love. Definitely embrace the understanding of love this time. And definitely self-love is the next card that I pulled. I knew it. Self-love. And you need to not only balance the love that you have for other people, but you need to also balance the love that you have for yourself at this time. So it's definitely an opportune time for self-care, for taking care of your health, for taking care of your mental health specifically, you know, with 4th house energy, whatever's happening behind closed doors, you know what I'm saying? Take care of your mental health at this time, okay? Because there could be a tendency to go back to the 10th house to just be like, okay, I'm gonna work. But make sure you take heed to what your body's telling you, what your mind is telling you. Listen to your heart at this time. And that is going to lead you to the success. And like I said, happy ending is coming towards you. And some of y'all, an adventure. After this transit, some of y'all are going to be like, oh my God, I done went through a lot. It has been a lot of energy, a lot of moments in my life. Like, y'all going on an adventure, but just know it's going to be okay. But before you take any of your like frustration and your anger out on other people, just like I said, that introspective energy, take a moment to breathe and think and meditate, like, where are these emotions coming from? Like, are these emotions valid to be expressing them in that way to other people? Like, where is this behavior coming from? How am I feeling? And really just go over your emotions. And instead of being impulsive, take the time to reflect and to be more diplomatic. Lean more into your Venusian energy. The Venusian energy is about harmony. It is about relationship. You know what I'm saying? So definitely lean into that energy, and that could be something that can help you out, because Capricorn energy, you guys have been vibing. Like, you guys have really been center stage all year. Jupiter's in Capricorn, Pluto's in Capricorn, Saturn's been in Capricorn. It has really been a tough year. So, and there, with all that energy being there in your 1st house, you yourself have undergone a lot of changes. Your 4th house, who you are at the deepest level, has changed so much through this year. So definitely take the time to reflect upon that and reflect upon how you feel about those changes that have occurred, and self-discipline, okay? This energy is kind of encouraging us to be disciplined and to not give up, but don't be pushing. Like, don't push when something clearly is slapping you down again and again. This is not the energy to necessarily be like, I'm gonna keep on going, I'm gonna keep on doing this exact same thing. Maybe you are supposed to be doing that thing, but you're just supposed to be doing it in a different way, okay? You're supposed to be changing the way that you exert your effort. And that understanding is only going to come from understanding your emotions and your hidden self first, and your more private self first. Your private self needs some attention right now. So definitely just keep those things in mind, Capricorn. I think it's going to be a-okay. Okay, I don't think this is going to be too stressful as long as you allow yourself to walk away and to take some time within your own being. I think Mars retrograde is actually going to help you out. And like I said, it's challenging, but we don't face challenges unless we're about to grow. So you are really going to grow from this period, and at the end, you're going to be a leader. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like this video and please check out my Patreon if you want to get more insight into your life and just more astrological components. You want to see all my videos first before everyone else. Check out my Patreon, and then also please get notified. Sign up to get notified as soon as my crystal shop drops and more merchant and my merchandise drops too, because Mystic Mommy is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check those links out in the description box down below. It is much appreciated, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. What's up, Aquarius? So Mars is going retrograde. Mars, the planet of aggression and conflict and how we assert our energy, how we put ourselves out there, our masculine energy, right? That's what Mars represents. Ooh, the first card that I pulled, you absolutely need to get into the gym. And if not the gym, you guys need to have some form of physical exercise and a physical outlet for this energy, because it's going to be kind of hectic. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of hectic. It could be very challenging. It could be something that is going to challenge you to the core, because Mars is this energy that represents the knife. It cuts deep, and it cuts out whatever is kind of getting in our way. So whatever is getting in your way right now, it needs to be released. And you know, with the retrograde energy, we need to redo things. We need to reassess things. We need to rethink things, and we need to go backwards when it comes to the way of reviewing stuff. We need to view something in another perspective and from another perspective. So when it comes to Mars being in your third house, okay, there could be some challenges when it comes to the way that you communicate, okay? When you the people that and you could be communicating with anyone. It could be communicating with your friends, communicating with your family, communicating with your parents. Sorry if I'm itching. I just got an allergy test the other day and it's itchy as hell. But also your parents, maybe the way that you communicate with your parents, or maybe the way that your parents communicate with you, you could experience some issues in that department, okay? With Mars also going in retrograde in your third house, there could be some experiences that cause some issues when it comes to your short distance travel. You tried to go here, but then the car don't work. You was trying to make this happen, but then, you know, for some reason, something just get in the way. You tried to go to the store, but X, Y, and Z. There could just be some issues. And you're like, yo, why am I going through so many issues? People, the way people talk to you, like people could be talking to you very off. It's like, people could, the way that they speak to you, the way that they talk to you, it could be very off. It could be very dramatic, and it could cause you to be triggered. You're like, yo, why are you speaking to me like this? And some of you guys are going to be more likely to snap on people through your words, okay, through text messages, through communication and stuff of that nature. But what I would say and suggest with the Mars and retrograde, energy, my Aquarians, you guys need to take a moment to breathe, be patient, be calm, and be careful what you say. Don't just be saying anything that comes into your head, especially if it is not something that is going to really serve the situation in the long run. Short-term gratification is not going to be the move to make at this time. Some of y'all could be going through issues when it comes to your siblings, okay? Your siblings, your aunts, your aunties, your neighbors. Some of y'all are going to want to even be fighting your neighbors at this time, okay? Like getting in angry situations with your neighbors, or getting frustrated when it comes to certain things. If you're going to get frustrated, it might even come from like you having some type of creative communication oriented project, whether you're a writer, a speaker, a YouTuber, something in the field of communication, right? You could be like, I want to do this thing, but it's just not working. And you're like, why is this not working? Your technology could drive you freaking crazy. What is going on? Why can't I edit this video? Why can't I post this picture? What's happening? You just feel blocked. But it's okay. Patience. And this energy does not require impulsive thinking. This energy requires action-oriented, but plan stuff out. Pay attention to the details. This is why we're experiencing this through Virgo season. Virgo season is about perfecting things. Fixing issues, fixing problems. So you guys need to fix these issues and problems when it comes to how you're connecting with other people, when it comes to your technology, when it comes to your mental energy in general. And sometimes the third house energy can represent cars and other forms of transformation. So make sure that you check out the car and make sure the car is good. Don't just get in the car with just anyone, especially if somebody's angry. If somebody's angry, if one of your siblings are angry, don't get in the car with them. Like, they're not in the right state of mind to drive you around and stuff. You want to be with somebody, you want to be in the car with people who are level-headed and not angry, because obviously with Mars retrograde, sometimes we could be more likely to get into accidents, and we don't want any of that. So be careful when it comes to accidents, because there's going to be a tendency to want to do things really quickly and da-da-da-da-da, but take your time, relax, be chill. Okay, we have the self-discipline card. Self-discipline. And some of you guys need to take some humble potato pie, and some people got some messages for you. Like, you have some teachers coming into your life, but don't be so impatient that you don't actually listen to what you say. You got to study your belief system right now. You got to study your mental energy, and you got to lean into on the wisdom that is going to be trying to direct itself to you at this time. You guys are going to have some wisdom directing, and it could even come from your environment. Your environment is what the third house represents. You can have a really busy, active environment right now. You're like, yo, people are all over the place. I cannot find my peace. Sometimes you need to find a place where you could just kind of calm down, relax. And if you do start anything during this period, it is going to be kind of unlikely to finish it. So with that being said, karmic completion. It's time to finish things that you have already started. Okay, finish those things. Don't just leave them undone and half done. Finish it, get to the bottom of it, and do it correctly. Okay, do it correctly at this time. And that's when you see the benefits. Half-assing stuff and doing stuff halfway is not going to get you to success right now. And if you try to start something in the field of communication and you're being so impulsive about it and you're not actually thinking things through, it's less likely to be successful at this time. But if you kind of take your time, you think about how you can improve upon your project or whatever the case is, or how you can improve upon how you do your job or whatever the case is. If you can take the time to really think it through with that third house energy, think it through, perfect it with the Virgo sun energy right now, and then you'll be more likely to see success from that thing, with sometimes with some frustrations, but especially when Mars goes back direct, you will see the benefits of that careful communication, of that careful perfection of your mental energy and your projects. Okay, healing. There could be some healing. Sometimes some of y'all thoughts are gonna be like attacking you. Like, some of y'all can have this like negative Nancy in the back of your head, like, oh, you think you're not good enough for that. Da 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 da. Like, you're like, something in your head could be like messing with you at this time. But just know that your mental health is so important, and like, you want to have a good relationship with yourself. Like, why would you want to be your own op? Like, that's like, what? Like, you didn't come here to be your own op. You came here to be your own supporter. So you came here to be your own support system, and to support and to be by and to be on your own side. So don't be your own op at this time. Really take your time and think things through. And that is going to be the key to your success. So my Aquarians, if you enjoyed that reading, make sure you like this video up, and just know it's going to be okay. Check out my Patreon, where we're going to share lots of information about everything, honestly, and just to support the channel and my businesses and stuff. And speaking of business, Mystic Mommy merchandise is coming out, okay, period. My crystal shop is coming out. So if that is interesting to you, definitely subscribe to my email list down below to get notified exactly when it drops, so you will not be late. And we're not gonna blow you up all the time. We're just gonna let you know when it's happening. You feel me? But I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Much love. When it comes to my Pisces people during this during this Mars retrograde, one thing that we want to keep in mind is mind our finances. really look at your finances. Don't be in dreamville and dreamland when it comes to the money that's in your bank account, because y'all are gonna have a tendency to overspend. Like, y'all are gonna have a tendency to go to the mall, go to the bank, and just like start buying everything that you see. Very impulsive buying. And once you get back home and you look in your bank account and you see that you have negative $20, and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Where did it go? Did I get robbed? But you being your own op. Keep a handle over your finances, and you could be experiencing some issues when it comes to your money, some issues when it comes to your finances, some issues when it comes to the deeper problem, which is usually self-worth. Maybe some of y'all don't feel like y'all deserve money, so you give all your money away, or you spend all your money to the last dime. Okay, you need to fix the subconscious issues that you have with your relationship with money. It is the perfect time to deal with the relationship that you have to your financial existence and your material existence at this time. And just know that if anything does come up that is conflicting, like some of y'all are gonna try to do something that is going to be something that is gonna help you make some money, or to get you yourself together and to get you feeling more secure. You're gonna try to do it, and then you're like, oh my God, why is this not working? I'm frustrated, it's delayed. What's happening? What's happening is Mars is squaring Saturn. Saturn is the planet of delays. Saturn is the planet of restriction, but Saturn is also the planet of discipline. And just understand, you have Mars in your second house because for some reason your finances need some extra, attention. Your finances need to be looked at this time. You definitely don't want to keep it on autopilot. Check to make sure that, you're not spending money on things you need to be spending money on. Like, if you have a Netflix account and your family members have Netflix accounts and they're paying for it, maybe you should hop on one of them accounts instead of using your own. Like, just being smarter about the way that you go about getting money at this time. And then some of y'all, like I said, on the negative, y'all could be experiencing issues with self-worth. Maybe you guys don't feel like confident in yourself. You feel like you got a lower self-esteem. You're like, oh my God, like I just don't feel like I deserve this, or maybe I can't do this. Feel like the negative self-talk thing. Like, it's time to get out of that lane, and it's time to grow out of those old ways of being. Okay, Mars says, listen, we need to change the way that you're doing this whole financial thing, right? And like I said, through the trials, through the tribulations, there will be a happy ending. Okay, I've been pulling out this card a lot. Okay, 93, happy ending. Just know that if you feel broke, if you feel like the money is not coming, first of all, Jupiter, Pisces, your traditional ruler, Jupiter is going direct. Jupiter is going back direct for you guys. So yeah, you guys could feel like, oh my God, like I don't know what's going on and whatever the case is, but Jupiter is in the 11th house for you this year. And Saturn is also going direct at the end of September too. So I expect during the month of September specifically, by the end of September, yeah, you could have some financial hardships in the beginning of the month and in the beginning of this transit. But after a while, you're going to be in alignment with your spiritual career. Like, sometimes that's a literal thing. Like, some of y'all are meant to be in the psychic community, in the psychic careers, in a spiritual career, in a career that is helpful. And some of y'all, that just kind of means that you're supposed to be doing some things and you may not necessarily be doing it right now, but Spirit is asking you to get in alignment with what you actually came here to do. So because of that, there needs to be some changes, lots of changes in the way that you view your finances, changes in the way that you view your own values, changes to how you view yourself, and changes into what is actually going to be fulfilling you and what is going to fuel you. And love partnerships. Some of y'all got a lover coming into your life that is going to assist you on this journey, whether through the hard way or the soft way. Like, this person's like, yeah, you spend all that money. And you're like, yo, like, this person really messed me up. But you let them at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe somebody actually helps to support you, and somebody could be helping and giving you an assisting, helping hand to be like, yeah, we can get this together. Okay, sometimes the second house even deals with like food and our food consumption and our physical pleasures and stuff of that nature. Okay, second house is also things that we own. Some of y'all could be feeling very possessive right now when it comes to the stuff that you own and stuff and possessions in general. People could try to steal something from you, or maybe some of y'all are going to try to steal stuff from other people. Don't do that. But there could be some conflicts in this when it comes to the things that you physically own, your own physical possessions. But like I said, Mars retrograde energy, sometimes we could it could be a little bit mixed up. But we just need to take a deep breath. And before we react, and before we get super frustrated, let's just calm down and find a better way to channel our anger. You know what I'm saying? And also deal with any issues of pride. Dealing with any issues of pride and just fixing your own relationship to pride. Because some of y'all may think that being happy and being proud of yourself is being a prideful person, or like you're not allowed to have pride in the things that you do. A healthy dose of pride is good, a healthy dose. But an unhealthy dose of pride is something that's going to F you up, and you're not going to actually get onto that path of personal growth and abundance with the 7 energy, okay? That's really asking for personal growth, okay? Diving deeper within yourself, diving deeper within your own understanding of who you are, looking towards that 8th house, right? Because the opposite of the 2nd house is the 8th. Going down deep into the undercurrents of things, going down deep into your psychology, into what you believe to be true about the world. And after getting to those certain like conclusions, you're like, dang, I do kind of view my money situation in this type of way. Maybe I need to upgrade my mindset. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing the month of, October, September, and November, rethinking and reevaluating the way and the relationship that you had with money. And by the end, like I said, personal growth. And by the end, I mean baby, is when it gets direct, you're going to have some things completed. That cycle of brokenness is going to be completed. That cycle of negative energy in regards to money is going to be depleted. Yeah, it's going to be completed, and the effort that you make is actually going to pay off, because it's going to be making sense now, because you got realigned with what you were supposed to be doing from the jump. So come time that Mars goes direct again, you will see the benefits of the stuff that you did to actually get yourself together. Like, you could feel like you're trying to fix your financial situation, but it just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. But have patience, because at the end, a blessing is coming your way, and that blessing is probably most likely going to come in the form of finances, in the form of physical possessions, and also in a partnership, a solid partnership in your life that can truly help you, and you guys can truly help each other ascend. So yeah, it's very spiritual. I'm getting a lot of spiritual vibes from this. It's very karmic, it's very spiritual, and definitely also focusing on your spirituality too, and your meditative energies too, to get yourself together as well. But yeah, Pisces, that's kind of what I'm tapping in when it comes to Mars retrograde for you guys. If you enjoyed that video, please hit me with a like this video up. It really does help a lot. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Check out my Patreon, and also sign up to get notified as soon as my crystal shop drops online. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, have a wonderful, beautiful